down with it. But here's how the story goes. This one is a little bit different, and it's an old tale that I stumbled across. It actually involves two different stories. So the first one is we had a big fire in 1796, and they were worried that the new construction of what St. Philip's had already was going to be burnt down. So what they did was they blew up the French Huguenot church a little bit down the road, so the fire had somewhere to go. Well, the fire still came up here anyway. Somebody from one of the docks, one of the slave workers down there, actually saw that the church was on fire, and he was a member here. So he came all the way up from the docks and climbed the building and started pulling like burning shingles off the building. Essentially, he helped save the church. The church came together and actually purchased his freedom. It was like $700 and some odd to buy his freedom. His name was Boney. So I want to say his real name was William, but he went by Boney. I can't find a last name anywhere, for that matter. So about 100 years later, there's a little girl that lives across the street. We'll say probably 12 to 14 years old, and her name is Sally. She's just a little bit of a smartass, and she's hanging out with her friends. Her friends dared her to come in here because Boney's, basically his apparition is said to have been seen. It's a ghost story back those days. They said, we want you to go to Boney's grave in the middle of the night and put this like staff or cane on his grave, and we'll go in the morning to see if you put that staff in. So her friends go home. It's the middle of the night. She sneaks out of the house, and she comes over the grave. And I don't think all these gates are up just yet. And she gets scared as soon as she gets in here. So she darts to the back, right where he's pointing his camera. And she gets scared again because she's trying to find Boney's grave, and she knows where it's at, but it's dark. So she gets scared again and starts running out, but forgot to go back and put the cane on the grave to prove to her friends that she did it. So she goes back there, and she hurries up, and she stakes it into the ground. She heard something else again. It's like running out for a third time. She couldn't run anywhere. She frightened herself to death because when she put the cane into the ground, she staked her dress. So Sally's little dare turns into a ghost story within a ghost story because Boney is also said to hunt this place. So the hope here, and what's funny about all of this is that I would tell the Anne Bonny story right next door. So I was getting the word Boney showing up on different devices, and I was thinking it was a misspelling of Bonnie, not realizing this could have been Boney. And I will tell you, we did get a disembodied voice here. It's probably about 6 or 8 weeks ago. We were across the street talking about Sue Howard Hardy, and I just started diving into the Sally story, where we had a little girl's voice come over 4 radio stations and said, Sally. Nice and slow. So, again, it's an interesting spot. I don't know how much truth and validation is actually here with that Sally story, but the fact that I have her name, I have Boney that's shown up, and I've been able to go through previous investigations because I record everything. I can't tell you how many times the word Boney showed up. And it was either from a spirit box or from the word list or spelled out on the Ouija board. Like, it's been in all kinds of things. So, again, we'll get, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes worth of footage here, and then I'll explain what we're going to be doing at the next 2 stops, because it's going to be a lot different than what we've been doing here. We're going to swap out some more devices, and we're going to play with that blindfold session. I'll explain how that's actually going to go down. You seen anything weird in there?
Ball so hard. Just got ball so hard.
Have you heard anything else? I know you were kind of focused on me.
I was kind of focused on you, but I mean, I've heard some songs, but like, things like, ball so hard. And
the only thing that I suspect is back there. Straight back there. I suspect maybe it's a shadow or something, or it could be a light. But where that tall, like this piece right there, there's something that's moved by it. But I don't know if it's a shadow. I can't tell. It went by real quick. It's not like, I don't know if it's a shadow, but it just went. Maybe it's a light or something.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I was panning around and I went zoomed in. I saw it like just go by this grave right here, right there in the middle one.
Now that camera, unfortunately, does give us what they call parallax.
Yeah.
So it does give us almost like that blocky, granulated look from time to time. But I mean, we haven't caught anything. I've caught a few little orbs with this, that are actual orbs. But again, I've only had this one for like 2 months.
Yeah, it could be nothing. It could be, but who knows?
That was an insect.
That was insect.
Yeah.
You been anything above a 0.2 on yours, Sarah? Nothing.
Do you have that equipment that just spits out the words, just random words?
The obelisk? No, I sent it back. I used
that's
this.
right. That's what you
I
were
used that
saying.
instead.
Yeah.
This actually gives us more words and they're more relevant.
Okay.
Yeah. I sent that back.
Tried to overturn.
kinds of insects.
Yeah,
Just like floating right in front of you.
something.
God's church.
Mhm.
So I don't normally write down all the religious phrases, but notice that we didn't hear any religious phrases until we got near the church. Kind of like just the vibe that it gives
Who
off.
God is.
Oh, that's another God.
And the Holy City as well. So at night you're gonna have a lot of evangelists on it.
No, it wasn't blocked yet.
And no other readings coming out of yours at all. Okay. Go ahead and get your stop button going.
Figured these things out. Cheated had to have lunch on it.
Yeah, we got the
No,
note
we
right.
didn't figure it out.
No?
Oh, I thought I
Told you we're not going around your head. You didn't listen
Well,
either.
Oh, I thought I
I thought
opened
it
it
was
for him.
stretched.
Oh.
Oh, it just says
Look
that.
at that man now.
Oh.
Don't put anything on yet. Here's the deal. You're gonna see your master. So you're literally gonna be telling us things. Everything that you hear coming out of that spirit box, you're
Gotcha.
gonna say it.
I can
You
do
hear
that.
it, say it. And even yes, no answers, because you have no idea what the hell I'm asking.
Sure.
In the event that you're going to be too loud for them, you have a feeling you're going to be. She's gonna tap you on the shoulder. You have neighbors? I don't want to touch them all.
I got you.
Okay.
That might be.
When we're done, I do time this. You will be under this for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
She will tap you on the way. Take off your own gear, and we'll stop your recording so that way everybody knows that the last 10 minutes of the recording is using this set.
Gotcha.
So obviously Christian will be able to hear me, so I can just tell you feel that thing off your face, kind of thing. But the minute you put that blindfold on,
I'm ready.
yep, and then headphones will fall into place.
Concentrate. Yep. Telling me to concentrate.
He's telling you to concentrate.
No, I said concentrate.
Have you ever done virtual reality before? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with games, but not like this.
Okay, perfect. So this is not going to be like Jurassic Park eating your face off. Like it's not that type of virtual reality. So you're going to see a galaxy off in the distance.
Do I need to stand or sit?
No, you're sitting.
Okay.
Definitely sitting. So galaxy off in the distance. That's just there so you don't fall asleep. Every once in a while, in front of that galaxy, you're going to get an image, whether it's a photograph, a cartoon, a painting. I don't know what you're going to see in here because it's never duplicated the same thing. You see the galaxy in there? So every once in a while, something's just going to show up in front. All you'll have to do is look straight ahead and tell us what you see. So keep in mind, he is probably going to be talking over you, so keep it simple. 2 people, bench tree. If he's not saying much, I'll ask you probing questions like, hey, what time era are those people from? Like,
Okay, otherwise this one word.
this is your focus. If you get in there and it's blurry, probably will be because everybody's eyes are different. Just turn the dial until it matches up to itself.
Okay.
Okay, it is 11:17. So Craig, can you hear me?
I can right now, yeah.
Crank that thing up so you can.
Alright.
What color is the blue banana? Perfect, you can't hear me.
How do you like open this?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Henry, if you're here, we're going to talk about your work. You've already given us a few setup clues to let me know that you're here. But I also know that the anniversary of your death is coming up. Can you give us your number, the date of your death? And we go right into it, Henry. I have some folks here, a nice small group, a nice quiet night. It's October. I know it's not your favorite month, but we're going to talk about it. Henry?
Yeah. A hallway with white lights.
Campaign
Dark
identified by police.
Henry, what's the hallway? Don't understand the hallway.
Black at noon.
that what you saw when you died? Went up towards the light? Looks like we said in pain right away. That was good. Henry, I was looking for the date wrapped around your death. Can you give us that number, please? This is Craig. You can hear whatever you want us to hear. Krishna can see whatever you want us to see. Use more of that blue box if you have to. You had the phrase blood on your face earlier. Can you tell us what that refers to?
Nobody on the street.
Yeah, quiet. Henry, what was the blood on your face? Can you tell us what that referred to? Henry, just fixing one of these boxes. Definitely giving you letters.
Our best to keep you.
What was the blood referring to, Henry? I'm telling you, I was going right into it. Once we started October, well, we're here. October 1st.
Oh, I see a building. It's like a house, a mansion. No, church. Like a big, huge white church, dark brick.
And is there anything specific about the church? Like, it's all people? Is it old? Is it new?
It has like
I can see you.
two sides, like a circular middle, and then a side piece. Not a normal looking church or a house. I don't know.
Henry, are you showing us where you're buried?
Maybe a hall, city hall.
Can you tell us where you're buried? What city?
Owner of a lonely heart.
What city are you buried in? Are you showing us the church? You've done this before. Curse. Henry, what city are you
I
buried?
give you myself.
I want the city. Where is this church? You could tell us which church it is.
Volunteers.
It says Nancy. Henry, you want to get off this topic? Yes or no? You can change the subject. Henry, you got the word handsome here. You want to tell us about maybe your specific facial hair that you had? How to feel it like that. Very thick and bushy. Henry, what type of facial hair did you have? It's how we identify you, you know. You had it a long time. Almost every picture I've seen of you has you with that particular. Still handsome?
Watch out.
Henry, can you show us a picture of what you used to look like?
A blessing.
Henry? It's not that whole Bible anymore, is it? Henry?
Holding on to the next 108.
Doesn't sound like the hostages over in Hawaii here. Henry? I'm going to let you pick the topic. We're running out of time.
He's David.
design. Can you tell us what his name was and maybe his birthday? He's looking for more proof that you're here, Henry. No politics. Just a little conversation. Teach me something.
401.
Henry? I know what the 401 is, but we could use another image. I asked you about the blood that you heard earlier. And
Be joined by 808. 325. One problem.
what's the problem?
315.
Henry? You gotta be more
With
specific.
friends.
I don't know what any of these numbers are.
Ew, it's like. What is that? Oh. Magnets? I can't tell what it is.
Sometimes it's indiscernible, like you just can't make it out.
It's like blue with like little pieces of like whitish yellow things. Like, what is that?
They don't last long.
Fingernails? I don't know.
Henry? We're gonna be wrapping this up. There's a crowd coming in. Can you tell us good night? Maybe tell us to go home? We're running out of time anyway. We're down to about a minute and a half.
077.
Henry, is Dr. Ladd nearby? If he is, tell him to use his code word so we know, but we're running out of time. Code word is purple, so we make it. Not a common word you hear on the radio. Henry, we're gonna wrap things up. One last chance.
Yeah, I can see it. Again,
One last chance to do something, an answer to any of the questions we have asked. Going once. Going twice. Got another image?
No, so you put on
we're going to see you again.
I will see you again this week. Hopefully,
Let him go.
Christian, go ahead and pull that thing off your face. Again,
Is that done?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, it's hoping for more of this.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was
Yeah.
too loud or done.